New condemnation was issued on the 26th of April by the MT DPCM, and it is still our domiciliary captivity for Italian people. Hence, from the 4th to the 14th of May, the so-called Phase 2 will be impartized the Phase 1, embellished with a little cheap costume jewelry. We owe gratitude for the general prison verdict to this so-called scientific committee, selected by the government. A committee that, at least in ways of placing itself toward the public, more than scientific, it seems a congregation of sorcerers who, entrenched in hermetic silence, limits itself to uttering home detention verdicts, motivated and packaged more like something born out of one superstition than something perceptible and objectively founded. Not even Conte, apparently, was capable to explain their motivations. He simply said that the scientific committee evaluates the data collected and decides what the country will do, and that he just listens to them. But which data and according to which logic those informations are interpreted is not known. Evidently, being subject to 2 months of undue house arrest is not enough to be worthy of satisfactory explanations. 2 months of life that never come back. And we are just at the beginning. And you will see if I'm wrong. On the contrary, a much larger group of immunologists, virologists, biologists, and various other doctors and scientists who do not have the microphones of the media arises more and more every day in help of the community and continue through the web channels to explain with great commitment, patience, and wealth of details the logic according to which this emergency is actually not reliable, without avoiding questions and instead looking for comparisons that are denied with less and less elegance by the other scientific community party. To read the first, the COVID-19 effort seems more like a hovel that cannot stand alone more than anything that can hold up in a debate between specialists. Now, for your sake, I'm not a scientist or a doctor, but I ask myself some questions and I give it back account that I have been under house arrest for 2 months. Say 2. For a phantom virus that would have maximum 3 days to 2 weeks incubation. And it's 2 months I'm stuck here at home with all Italy and the rest of the world on the whim of a clique who takes on the power and responsibility of the human and financial crack of the country without even dignity to compare with at least half of their colleagues. Among other things, it should not be forgotten that the only health facilities that have experienced a crisis were those of Lombardia, of the region of Lombardia. And we know, first of all, that the places, the beds in the hospital would have been enough without the Monti's cuts to public health that reduced the beds in hospitals of 2/3. To please this Europe, never wanted or asked by anyone. And we also have to remember that pneumonia are very frequent in Lombardy because of the massive pollution. Not to mention the intense vaccine distribution campaign through shots, especially done to the elderly, and you don't need to be a biologist to read the leaflet where it is written that flu vaccines greatly increase the risk of getting interstitial pneumonia, and coincidentally there are already those who are pressing without hesitation to sell us this vaccine. That it will almost certainly lead to an increase in public pneumonia, which will justify yet another chorus of the warlock Coven who will say, here is COVID-19, let's close everything again. Of course. Looking at the picture, frankly, it seems to me that the problem seems to come from everywhere less than from the phantom virus. According to scientists, the hypothetical virus has not yet isolated, and it is actually searched with tests that apparently doesn't work, since both serological and PCR tests infallible at least 80%. Who wants to deepen the reason of my opinion from a technical point of view can open the link below the video. Waiting for the scientific community, as Conte said, to collect new data and elaborate them, because it really looks like a lot of these data are needed to be collected, right? That of people who have been home for 2 months and empty intensive care. And who knows how long it will take to elaborate those information, maybe 2 weeks, maybe a month, to analyze everything properly. And we can wait. But then you have to be careful, right? Let's do so. Why not continue with the same measures for another 2 months? Indeed. Why not continue until later summer? And we only loosen the last 2 weeks of September. Then in October, the first colds and flus starts again, and then, the coronavirus is back. And you close everything another 4 months. Of course. For the Spanish flu, who killed 20 million people, nothing has been closed. But these are other times, more civilized times. Today everything closes even for a couple of pneumonia, of course. Meanwhile, anyone, without the need of any knowledge, can see the direct effects of the lockdown, or the shift of the supply of sales services from the local shop to the multinational which sells online. The same thing will materialize in practice for bars and restaurants. Because when they will reopen, it will be just a pathetic mockery. Because with the queues that will have place, people will simply desist, and only the large takeaway fast food chains will survive, basically. It all comes back to the equation, doesn't it? The merchant and the restaurateur have already understood that the people that are organizing this fraud are stealing their life, using the government. In fact, I don't think that I will see parades of these categories that rise against myself for this video. Because today you are not the one deciding whether you can go out or not, whether you can work or not, but it's some scientists to tell you, and not the ones who tells you that all this is a ridiculous and grotesque farce, but the ones telling you that we are facing the plague of 2020, because it is the letter that is heard by the government. Then when the MES will pass and Italy will end in a further irreversible debt mechanism, we will have the so-called technicians like Monty, who will tell us to further cut the beds and the staff in the hospitals. And it will be inevitable, right? As well, it will be inevitable that these big professors that now keep us segregated in the house will rightly tell us that, given the new cuts in health, a greater reason we have to be careful not to get flu or pneumonia, because the beds are missing in the hospitals. Then there are even more legitimate reasons to stay home again, and so on. On the other hand, what do you want to do? There is crisis.